Beloveds, John Williams. John Williams, Love Warrior. Welcome, you made it. You made it. Oh, how wonderful. Thrilled, thrilled, thrilled. How are you, Love Warrior? John Williams. Today's topic is manifestation is bullshit. Bullshit. We can think better thoughts all we want, but if we're feeling cockapoo, it's got to be an integration, and you, if anybody, know that. Oh, wizard. But we often forget, and, you know, I don't know about you, beloveds, but many times in my life, in this incarnation anyway, I have manifested great things, and I got to a certain point, and I thought I'm going to just turn this. I thought at that time I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. If I just kept on thinking better thoughts and, you know, motoring ahead, and that works to a degree, but I wasn't integrated with my emotions. Plus, I had stuff stuck in my fascia, my body, that was reflecting something different to the universe, and of course magnetizing, bringing in other things. So manifestation, thinking better thoughts solely without healing and feeling. You got to feel it to heal it. If there are lower manifestations that are blocking the cuckapoo out of us, otherwise it doesn't matter how much we say, I'm doing it, I'm getting on my bike and I'm going over there and I'm going to do that. Or, you know, I'm just trying to personalize it here. Whatever the deal is, if we have lower frequencies of self-doubt, which most of us come from backgrounds where we had to realign with the worthiness, the love that we all are, and let go of those things that, you know, are impinging on our life. They're like the dirty little invisible secrets that people can feel. So how do you feel it to heal it? Well, super easy. We do that in my long form frumming. You know, we get rid of stuff comes up. Or if you're feeling crap, let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel crap to heal it, and then transform it. Of course, transform it. That's the best part. Into the love that we are. I mean, like, there's so many people, and I know you who I know are populating. We're populating now. Have felt when people interact with you and you say, how are you doing? And they go, I'm really great. I'm really great. And you can just feel like they're not really great. They're not really great. There's something that are like, hi, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Hi, my name's Franny, and I'm here to sell you a Porsche. You can't, nothing wrong with people selling anything. And I happen to love me a good Porsche. My point is, manifestation without integrating our emotions is a lie. And if I had known this decades ago, and I have zero regrets because I wouldn't be here right here with you, Love Warrior John Williams, and anyone else who's come on the call, as they call it. But it's just not about just thinking. It can take you to a certain point, but it's a phony point. It's a very surface point, you know, just like motoring through. We must feel all of ourselves, or it's like pieces of us are missing. And anyone, good morning, Love Queen Sandy Janine Turgeon, anyone who is integrated with the love that they are will feel it. Will feel it if you are, you know, let's say you want a passionate love, amorous relationship, but one with really good integration, a really beautiful friendship and all that. But, you know, maybe part of you is scared to frickin' flip-flop because you mirrored your parents' not so, you know, love story-ish marriage. you grew up with people who perhaps were not that happy together, and most importantly, not with themselves. So part of you is, of course, somatizing that. That's got to be part of our subconscious. It's just, that's the way we roll, baby. We're not robots. At least I'm not, and I know you guys aren't. Well, I'm thinking those folks that are on here so far, who knows? I know that we are from the unified field of love. So if we want something and we are manifestating, if we are manifestating and woman-stating from a place that has nothing to do with our emotional integration, that is what will be reflected back. You know, I was able to get to a very evolved place, for example, with one of my projects, which was working with Arthur Hiller, who directed Love Story in the 70s, was the president of the, and I'm not saying this to boast, I'm just saying it like as my example. You know, in my life, it was a big deal to be able to have attracted a Hollywood director, a good guy from Hollywood, who, you know, was the president of the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. He was a little guy with all the hair. It actually looked a little bit like mine, his hair. Maybe Arthur's come back as my hair. And so, yeah, because he's, you know, transitioned a while ago. He would come out to announce the Academy Awards, you know, in the 16th century when that was what was happening on television. And I attracted him, and I attracted a film deal, and I attracted all kinds of financing, and I attracted this, and I attracted that. I was able to magnetize and manifest to a pretty large point, international press, all kinds of, you know, A-list actors, not sure what, you know, but I just know that they were A-list. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But I was unable to go to a certain level. Part of it was a gift for a lot of different reasons, but I was unable to feel good about myself in the process. And ain't that everything? Are we doing any of this so that we can feel cockapoo-poo? No, we think we're going to feel better if we attract in a great relationship, a better relationship. We leave a crap relationship, a better job, more money, abundance. We want to do it to feel better. So we need to get in touch with our emotions first. And if you're feeling shame, guilt, fear, and anger, you have to feel it to heal it, and then let it go. Reveal the love that you and I both are. So how you do that? How you do that? I have a incredibly easy way to do it in my long form workshops. And, you know, if you're interested, just text me and I can tell you about them. But basically, it's what we're going to jump into in a minute. Medium form frumming, which is I'm Franny, so it's humming plus love intelligence plus breathwork. Breathwork. Maybe if your name's Beth, it's Bethwork. All that does is allow the oxygenation of your cells and what's stored in your body, in your fascia from trauma. And trauma can just be, oh my, I grew up, I normalized it. I normalized that people didn't get along. I normalized the division in my childhood. Even though I didn't want it, mentally, manifestation, cerebrally, because it was in my fascia, I attracted it. And that is just the way the cookie crumbles. And so back to my story with Arthur, I didn't feel as good as I should have. I know you can should yourself to death, but only if I had been able to let go, to feel, to heal the lower frequencies, not just put a band-aid on that's like, hi, I feel really good, I'm so happy, I've attracted this Hollywood director and I have this big film deal and all this. I mostly felt a real lack of worthiness, regardless of the press for my play and blah, 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 blah. So not only that, it contributed to some of the relationships I had at the time. Of course, of source it would. Hello. Okay, we have other people populated. I think I might have to put on my cheaters. I see, is it Marlene Madding? It's Love Queen Marlene Madding. So it is so freaking important that we allow ourselves to feel, and you don't have, I'm not suggesting you need to let yourself feel, depressed for really long, that there's anything, noble about suffering. Suffering is optional. That being said, we are who we are, and if we have not been, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I feel like I'm in love story. Did you do this, Arthur? Did you crank this up? You know, if we are not allowing in the various physical realities that our heart and soul, our dreams that we want, we must take responsibility and know that as much as we may have been wanting to manifest from thinking better thoughts and journaling and affirming, all of those things are excellent. But if you're not integrated with your emotions, if you're not really feeling it, if you're not letting lower frequencies go, then, you know, you may be blocking yourself. I sure as heck was. Oh my God, beautiful, playing out loud with my pup with 3-month-old grandbaby. So blessed to be here. Yay! Goddess of Queen Marlene Manning. I'm so blessed to have you. John Williams, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I wish I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Exactly. Love warrior John Williams. It's so freaking true, right? Listen, woman's festation, right? I said manifestation and woman's. All right, so that is, and it's not hard to do. But if we are feeling insecure, it is a lie. It's a lie. You are just as worthy as anyone else. And babies know it when they come in. They know it. Like I said, I think yesterday, you know, you never feel like you need to ask a baby, okay, so yeah, you want to be here on earth. So can I see your CV? Can I see your curriculum vitae, your resume? Like, how much time have you put in? And where were you schooled? Could you, what would you say your strongest skills are, baby? We're all worthy. We are worthy. You are so loved. So the whole return of, this is Franny Sheridan's perspective. This is my belief. We made soul contracts before we came in. And hello. Oh, it's Dawn. Hello, Love Queen. And Dottie. Oh, it's Dottie and Dawn. Dottie, Tanny, Love Queen, and Dawn. Lulu Briggs. Hello, beloveds. I would like you to please write into the text if this is resonating with you, so that I know that I'm not screaming at a refrigerator in a mental institution. Would you mind just say yes or no or something? What I'm talking about is how manifestation is a lie if it's only cerebral and you're not integrated. If you're not feeling first of all, what you want to create and allow in, it's already here. And if it's always like, I want, it's not here. If you're not feeling like it's here, and more so, if you're not letting yourself feel like so-called lower emotions, shame, fear, guilt, blame, because you're scared you're going to manifest something, which a lot of people in this community feel, and it's not true. Yes, of course, if you focus, if you hyper-focus on it, if you project it, but not if you feel it authentically, so that you have to feel it to reveal it and let it go, so you can allow in the love that you are. You have to feel it to reveal it. To feel it, you gotta feel it to schmeal it. No, you gotta feel it to heal it, and then reveal the love that you are. And I, did not know this decades ago. So I am wanting to provide something of value, and many of you know this, whether you've practiced it or not. Young men, young ladies, I need to send you to the corners. It is so good for you. And I lead this in my long form private workshops. And if you're interested in that, just text me. I do not have room at this very second in those workshops. I try to keep them small so that I can, be intimate with people. But in the future, I will. And all it is doing frumming, because I'm Franny. So what is that? Love intention, humming, breath work. We do long form frumming, and people, all of a sudden, you do not have to know what your trauma is or was. It could be intergenerational. They all of a sudden are crying. They all of a sudden are angry, and they're, or laughing hysterically. It's a release of some things that are trapped. Because if you feel that you're not manifesting what you want, and you're doing all the right things in terms of, affirmations and, make-believe pretending, but not feeling it, only being cerebral, only that it's coming from sort of an esoteric place, we have to integrate. We are emotional. We're not robots. We're not refrigerators. At least I'm not, although sometimes I wish I was, if I wanted a quick snack. So feel it, peel it, heal it, decongest it. I love it, Love Warrior John Williams. Embody says, love Queen Dawn Dib. Lulu Briggs, I love your name so much. Yes, exactly. Oh, good morning, Dottie, love Queen. Are you feeling Sandy? Sandy, love Queen. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? Right, I got everyone except Sandy. Sandy, let us know. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying, let me know. I love you. I want to know if this resonates. Do you understand what I'm dishing out at you? So embody, right on, love Queen Dawn. That's it. Embody, in the body. Got to feel it in the soma. That is where we store our memories. And it doesn't matter how much you want something, how much, but we are hurting ourselves by not allowing in more joy. We are actually being destructive, self-destructive when we're not allowing in the truth of who we are, which is what Franny Sheridan's perspective is, what I believe we're here, why we decided to incarnate. You know, I had a client contact me today and say, oh, there's so much polarity. Why are we, I don't even know why we're alive, and was very, very depressed. And my belief is, Franny Sheridan's perspective, we are here to feel the polarity if it surfaces in our incarnation, and then to realize, first of all, it's a lie. All of this division is a friggin' lie. Joy says, oh, I love this beautiful energy, says Goddess of Queen Dawn Dib, Lulu Briggs, LOL, yes, exactly. Oh, there's Love King Danny Mikhaili. All right, listen, it is everything for us to be able to feel it, to heal it, and reveal it. That is our superpower. We don't have to be scared. We're not gonna, a lot of people are like, I feel this. Okay, so, and it's one thing to hyper-focus, like there's so much polarity, and why are we even, okay, well, it's okay, good. Have that feeling, and now let's allow in the love. Why? Why is there so much polarity? Why is there so much division? What parts of us are divisive and are full of division that we have not integrated? Well, of course, it's an acid trip, kids. You know this. My love queens and love kings. If we do not integrate all the parts of ourselves, including all of our emotions, all of our authentic emotions, and feel to heal the lower frequencies, don't just slap a Band-Aid on. Yes, short form frumming is, from what I know, and scientists are saying this, doctors are revealing this all over the internet and everywhere, humming is the most powerful on-the-go modality to self-soothe because it releases 15 to 24 times more nitrous oxide from your pineal gland. I mean, Dr. Joe Dispenza uses it in conjunction with the, what is it called? In between your shmoo and your schmingy, your perineum, your perennial, your perineum. The activating the energy from there, what's called the fecal fluid, by the way, up your spine into your, giving pressure to your pineal gland. It's not that bland, baby. It's gland. It's a gland. I don't know where gland. It's not like sexy. But, listen, this is just something that's come through more and more. The more I do this work, the more these beautiful ideas come through. And because why? It's working for me. It changed my life. It allowed me to heal many parts of myself and many of my clients. And, I just love you all so much. We are here for the joy. So integrating all the parts of ourself is a way to, what? The reflection, less polarity in the world. It cannot be as within, so without, as above, so below. However you want to state it and whatever you believe to be the word. This is what I know to be true. When we're around people who are lower vibration, what do we feel? Well, there you go. I mean, it's that simple. Now, if we're too overly empathetic, we're going to pick up on everything. That's really another video about, how to create super healthy boundaries, which took me a long time because my whole childhood was about being the listener to my father's stories. And I used it to my great advantage, as many of you know, getting international press with my blah, 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 blah. I could show off all kinds of things. And, attracted Hollywood and stuff. But, success, as many of you know, does not equate with true joy, true sense of love, true sense of, and it's all perfect. I have no regrets. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this now. I was able to allow, and then, as they say, when you're ready, the teacher will come. So, non-physical, and how do you feel worthy? Well, there's so many ways to feel worthy, beloved. One of my favorite things is I love holding my hands up and sending you love. So one of the things that I do every morning and at night before I go to sleep is Franny Sheridan's perspective, I believe in guides, angels, non-physical. I've had so much proof from my beloveds who've transitioned and many other things. It is unreal. I image in, I feel, I don't just, mentally try to manifest this. I feel, and sometimes it's just reps, it's practice, because maybe you need to do this a few times before you actually feel it. I feel my guides standing around me, holding their hands up to my heart. I feel hundreds of them. I feel thousands of them. I feel millions of them. Those who've gone before, some of them may already also have entered their physical sphere here in 3D. I feel the love because many of us did not get that much. A sense of what? A sense of feeling worthy from our biological family. So using our feelings, feel it to heal it. We can also tell in the same way we can let go of lower manifestations. By the way, stay hydrated. I'm now going to toast you with my grasshopper rotini. The real it's a lizard and no. This is chlorophyll water and it is so good for you. But let me tell you, the same way it's important to feel it to heal it and let go of your lower manifestations, your lower, if you've manifested, your lower emotions, right? Shame, blame, fear, guilt, all of those things, we need to allow them to go. Breath work plus humming plus love intention. It's painless. It's fast. We do it for an hour in my long form frumming groups. Text me if you're watching a replay or whatever and you want to check it out, and I'll give you the details. But I'll tell you this. If you are also interested in feeling worthy, because it's one thing to let them go and then it's like, okay, I feel lighter and I feel good, and now I can use my more mental manifestation ability and integrate it with I feel lighter. Well, that's great, but you might also be very much benefited. John Stamp, love warrior from California. Oh, how nice. You may be very well benefited by using your imagination, your feelings, so not just cerebral, not just, by integrating what it is that you want to manifest now together with rewriting your story. And many of you know, I've had many of my actual stories from my childhood, published traditionally as a memoir, published traditionally as a play, yada, yada, freaking yada. My point is, now I'm at a point where I've done that quite enough. Thank you very much. And I have been teaching this in workshops for years, and now I'm really doing the work. You know what they say, right? You teach what you need to learn. So it was very, very healing for a long time for me to tell my story, because it was a secret in my case. I'm not advocating anybody do this unless it speaks to their soul. It was part of my soul's journey. Now I am telling the fairy tale version of aspects, bite-sized, hug-sized little pieces of my life that I am rewriting, but I gotta feel it to heal it, right? So, I went into a whole story yesterday in yesterday's video about how I rewrote one of the gifts that I gave to my dad in terms of how it was received by him. So what I like to do today is share with you I only remember my parents kissing once. There was so much division. And this is not to get you to feel sorry for me, because I am so pleased I went through everything. I learned so much. And I was able to, in my case, create a lot of art and a lot of joy to the degree that I was, because I was still stuck in some lower frequencies from childhood. But what I would like to do now is to share with you how powerful it is for me to imagine my parents hugging and kissing. Do you know how good that is? And if you were raised by parents, you were raised by aunts, uncles, or even if you were, in a, what's it called? When you're in where little kids are not adopted by anyway, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have relatives, let's say, or you didn't have, at school where it's like a school, like a boarding school, and you don't have any relatives taking care of you, and you're not actually adopted. I bet John Williams is filling in the blank here. John Stamp, good morning, Franny. So it doesn't matter. It's a slow connection. So if you're interacting with me and I'm not, getting you right away, that's why. So I love to imagine, do you know what it does to me physically? Do you know what it does to you physically if you let yourself succulate, if you let yourself relish something and you write it as if it's a fairy tale for yourself? Oh my goodness, how fun is it for me to imagine my parents being really happy together, because they were once. I saw the pictures, I heard the stories from relatives, and they were hugging and they were saying, oh Franny, because they were German and Viennese, you are so loved, and we are so happy, we are so blessed to have this family, instead of all of this division, this polarity, like exactly what's going on in our world. It is a lie. It is a lie to keep us divided. Franny Sheridan says, let the lie go. Let other people have their opinions as long as they're not hurting themselves or anyone else, and especially not a child, and love them, love them, love them. Send them love, even if you don't agree, as long as they're not hurting themselves or anyone else. And if Linda Carlson Lazarus, hello, love queen. So my homework for you, boys and girls, if you can think of something you would have liked to have had, even if it was not even, it's not, I'm not diminishing it. Let's say you ended a marriage or a relationship in a way that you wish, in hindsight, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Done better. Well, why don't you let yourself just fantasize about it, feel it, close your eyes, do this right before bed and first thing in the morning when your subconscious is wide open, and it will impact your day. Do it many times during the day, because it brings us joy. And when we allow our lower frequencies, shame, fear, guilt, blame, when we feel it to heal it, let them go through breath work and humming, okay? We want to also, I wouldn't say replace, but you can build it up. It doesn't in any way, we're not being full of naivete and kakapupu. Those things happened. We got it. We know the old story, all right? And this is not rewriting history in a false way. This is you creating a fairy tale if you were to rewrite those parts of your life. For what? To feed your soul, to feed your joy. You knew your parents, you knew your exes, you knew certain things. And if you can reconstruct, it feels super yummy. We're doing all this to feel better, and it becomes physical. The hairs on every little millimeter of my body are standing up with joy when I talk about my parents being so happy. So I know there's something. Why don't you indulge in it privately, just for shits and giggles, and I guarantee you, or your money back for this love stream, I guarantee you, you're going to feel something. It is our emotions, what we are feeling, are as important as our thoughts. So manifestation with just affirmations and journaling, if you're not connected to your emotions in a real way, and if when you're creating things you don't want, you have stuff that you can let go, and you don't have to go back into the trauma. It could be intergenerational, but you need to feel it, to heal it, and then reveal the love that we are. And then we can, just like the artists that each of us is, powerful, powerful creator, co-creator, we can rewrite, repaint, resculpt our story. So that gives you what? Worthiness. Oh my goodness, my parents were so happy together. They were so kind and loving together. What kind of person will I now really want to attract after I let go? Lacks of worthiness. Laxatives, it's a laxative. It's like an emotional laxative. All right, so we're going to now transform into I would say, let's see, a medium form from. We have enough time. I don't remember seeing my parents ever hugging. Right, John? John Williams, Love Warrior, right. Okay, I saw one kiss. That was it. And it wasn't really a hug. So, yeah, just if you can close your eyes, darling John, now or when you're, completely on your own, and just feel them hugging. If you can allow yourself to indulge in suspend this reality. Suspend reality. Just what if? It's an old acting exercise. I majored in theater university. What if? Just what if they were hugging up a storm? What if they respected and adored each other? What if you could pattern that? What happens to what kind of person you start to become? What a feeling of worthy love and joy, and what kind of people do we attract? Because even if we consciously, before doing this work and letting lower crap go and, doing all the beautiful co-creation work, we may really want a great relationship, and we may get it to a degree, but we are going to attract the positive and negative parts of our childhood, of our parental units in our mate, in our jobs. It's just the way it is until we get conscious, feel it to heal it, let it go, and reveal the truth, the love, the wonder, the worthiness that you are all so powerful. But image in, that's where the word comes from. Image in, imagination, but not just through your brain. Integrate your feelings. Smell, taste, whatever you can do to reimagine that, just even a little bit, which is huge. Your parents hugging and respecting each other, hugging with love, hugging with true respect, hugging with thanks, with appreciation, with joy, hugging with bolstering each other, hugging with, without neediness, all of those things, that will impact you. It will change every bit of your cell of your body. It will change your 53. How can it not? We are so sensitive and so powerful. So I encourage you, just one thing. Don't make it complicated. Do that work for a few days. It's not work, it's total joy. A few times a day, you'll see how much fun it is. And I have to turn the fan on. It's hotsy-totsy here in Florida. Cheers, everyone. We're going into a from. All right. Please only belly breathe. Do not breathe from your upper lungs. You don't want to activate fight or flight. No bears. No bees. No dentist drills. No sharks. So only breathe the way that you did when you were a baby, when you knew you were worthy, right? So let's right away, if possible, unless you're driving or, astrogliding or whatever, put a hand on your belly and push it out and breathe in. And exhale, let your belly go. One more. Let it go. Push your shoulders down a little bit. Your angel wing nubs back, because we're all angels pretending to be human. You know we are. Love queens and love kings. I love you so much. So we're going to breathe in. And the whole time we're going up the love trunk, which is where all of our chakras reside. So we're like dusting, cleaning, vacuuming the chakras. So why? Most of us is still with the unified field of love. Only a part of us has come into our meat ensembles. So we don't want to block all of the genius ideas, all of the gorgeosity. This is another way of letting lower chakras go, okay? You don't want to have an opportunity to think, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too blue with yellow polka dots, I need another degree. No. We must know our worthiness so that when all of this information, which is constantly coming in, first hits us in the gut, there's a brain in the gut, and then tries to rise up through the chakras, past our primitive brain into our higher brain centers, it doesn't have all this work to do with all this gunk. So we're degunking. Let's degunk. That's another way for frummy. All right. Only to the belly, shoulders down, breathing up from Mother Earth into the soles of our feet, through our gorgeous calves, knees, our thighs. Another belly breath, even when I'm talking, a succession of belly breaths all the way up, and we're humming down. I'll get to that later. Belly breath into our hips, our sexual, spiritual organs. That's what they are now. Doesn't matter what you have experienced. Sexual and spiritual, and they always were. I feel like a preacher. Hallelujah. Well, sexual and spiritual. Okay, belly breath into our root chakra. Another belly breath into our sacral chakra. Another breath into all our digestive organs, all of the bones, the photonic energy that's holding everything together. Yes, it is. A belly breath into our solar plexus. Belly breath into our lower ribs. Another belly breath into the side of our ribs. Belly breath in the back of our ribs. A belly breath bigger than our ribs all the way to Botswana. A belly breath, another belly breath all the way to Canada, all across every province, and a belly breath all across America, every little person, place, fauna, fascia, micro, macro. Belly breath across all of our Great Lakes, all of the oceans, which is the majority of our world, as you know. Belly breath to Antarctica, South America, North America, Middle East, peace all across the Middle East. Belly breath, peace to our entire globe and cosmos, and oh, goodness gracious, what a good feeling. Belly breath, and we're going up through all the organs of the body. Pancreas, liver, gizzards, lungs, heart. Belly breath into our strong back. Belly breath, another belly breath into our vertebrae. Belly breath into our upper breast tissue. Belly breath into our shoulders. Another belly breath into your upper arms. Belly breath into your elbows. Belly breath into your forearms. Belly breath into your expressive, beautiful wrists. Your hands. Can you imagine? Thank you for my hands. Let's just give thanks. And a belly breath out the fingernails. Another belly breath now into your upper back. If you have any tension in your upper back, keep your shoulders down. Hold your rib cage so that it's aligned. You don't want to be too forward or too much. Belly breath. Try to breathe into any tension. Belly breath into the tension. We're going to get back to it with humming. Humming releases 15 to 24 times more nitrous oxide than regular nose exhalation, which is so healing. I healed my scoliosis humming. And if you don't believe me, you'll scroll down and you'll see one of the videos here or on YouTube or whatever. Belly breath into my larynx, your pharynx. Belly breath into the back of your teeth. Belly breath into your gums, your tongue, and your smile that illuminates the frickin' cosmos and all parallel universes. A belly breath into the back of your skull. A belly breath into your cheekbones and all of your earlobes, your inner ear, your ear canals. Belly breath into your nostrils, especially your nose hairs. Belly breath into your beautiful eyes. The eyes are the doorway to the soul. Belly breath in your eyeballs, every part of your eyes, all of your teeny tiny little beautiful veins in there. A belly breath into your forehead. A belly breath into your brain, both lobes, all the connective issues and tissues. Oh, that's interesting. Issues of the brain. Mental. Not integrated, right? And a belly breath all the way out your crown, you kings and queens. Now we're going to bring heaven, earth. And this is, I believe, what we're here for. It's already here. We're just getting conscious of heaven, earth. And the integration will allow so much reflection in our blessed world. And thank you again for being here, because we're stronger together and we're magnifying this. So please enjoy the humming. You must put your lips together, and it's Om. And the only reason we're doing Om, it's nothing to do with anything sort of religious. It is easier to make the sound. And humming is apparently the oldest sound in the world, and even inanimate, so-called, but they're not. Everything has a soul. Everything has consciousness. Rocks are now found, yes it is, do the research, to actually communicate when you hum with them. These are scientifically proven experiments. So now we're going to bring heaven and earth. I like to bring down some of non-physical, my beloveds. If you have children who have transitioned, if you have nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, great aunts, great uncles, if you have beloved friends, if you have, oh, thank you for the text, if you have parents, you grandfather, father, grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-great, anyone you want to feel the best and the highest. I love bringing Robin Williams energy. I love bringing my darling friend Kenny. I love bringing my sister Marilyn's energy if they are willing. Only, and you do not have to do this. All have free will. Only the best and the highest of all angels and guides coming heaven and earth through our crown. We're going to hum down. Belly breath. This is a vasodilator, one of the fastest, most powerful, soothing modalities for your nervous system. Breathe and So good for your cardiovascular system. Dr. Sandra Rose Michael announced that during our episode on Sunday, how it's science-backed, humming is, and so incredible for your neurology. It's, okay, quiet, Franny, hum. Breathing and hum. Cleaning out your chakra system. One more, hum. Another belly breath, and now we're going to take it down to Mother Earth and thank her. Hum. All right, beloveds, I got a text and I need to take care of a client, so I'm going to have to end this early. I love you all so much. I'm going to be back tomorrow, but I just want to have a quick check-in. Thank you so much, John Willings. I love you. Was busy, have to go. Oh, bless you. So glad you hopped on. Busy here, so I have to keep. Yes, I don't remember seeing my parents ever hugging. Yeah, that's like so incredible. This can be a gift to you. If there's something you would like to have remembered differently, you can go there. Love, Queen Linda. Let us know how you are. Is this resonating with you? Linda Carson, Lazarus, Carlson, John Stamp, Love Warrior. Joy says Love Queen, Dawn, Dib, Lulu Briggs. Yes. Beautiful energy. Well, I am just simply a reflection of you. I'm just checking out my hair because I have that level of depth. I love you all so much. This has been total joy. We are magnifying this together. Please indulge in this very fast exercise for yourself. Maybe when you just, when I stop streaming, and let me know if you feel something, because it's impossible you don't. We're so much more powerful. I absolutely am benefiting massively by doing this fairy tale imaginative little exercise. It doesn't negate the past. What you're doing is creating a new reality for yourself. And it is so healthy, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being on the live stream, and I'll see you tomorrow. I think the same time, unless any unforeseen circumstance occurs. No, love you so much. I really deeply love you all. I'm so thankful. Oh, last thing. What I've been asking is, I'm not needy. I'm not needy. I used to be needy. I'm not anymore. But I've done the work around this. If you love me, if you like me, if you like my hairdo, great. And if you don't, I still love you. What I'm saying is, if there's somebody you think might benefit from this video, please share it. That's what I'm doing. I love offering a lot of free content. I also have, there's a big energy exchange here for me. I benefit. And then I have a lot of, paid workshops and paid clients. So all I'm saying is this is obviously a free sharing, and it has, supercharged power in it. And we're building as a community big time. Please do share it if there's somebody in your circle who you think it might uplift. This is a time we signed up for in the world, bringing heaven to earth. And I love you. It's already here. It's already here. Let's just feel it to reveal it. Feel it in. Integrate the mental and the emotional. So much love. I love you so much.